All right, welcome everybody. We're here today with project members for the book box, read box project that we've been doing around the city today. Today we have Chris Moe, treasurer of the local Romulus Rotary Club, Patty Braden, director of the Romulus Library, and local artists Charlene Welton and Emily Beadle. Thank you guys for being here.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, Patty, why don't you start off by telling us a little bit how you kicked off this project?
Well, I had heard about other communities having read boxes in their local parks at a meeting and some other places, and discovered that a lot of communities actually all over the country have these read boxes. And so I thought it would be great to have them in Romulus as well. And talked to some colleagues who have them in their communities and got some information and went from there.
Great.
Yeah.
And you had heard that there was a kind of a common funding source around the area. What did that come to be?
Yeah, I was trying to find a way that we could fund the project, and I immediately thought of our Romulus Rotary. They've helped us out in the past with the summer reading program and other literary programs, so I approached them, and within 2 days, Chris brought me a check, and it was a go.
Great. Now, Chris, how did Rotary get involved, and what's been the history with this?
Well, Rotary has always been interested in literacy. In fact, it's really now, the past couple of years, one of their really big programs. There's a big push out there now, our big program, Detroit Literacy. That's the whole city of Detroit reading for schools and books and adult education for reading and things like that. And this book program, as Patty said, we've supported the summer reading program for years and years. For the last 6 years or so, we've passed out dictionaries to all the third graders in the city. It's about 300 dictionaries a year we do, and we'll keep doing it for as long as we can. The literacy program itself, a lot of communities in our Rotary district, along with Rotary districts throughout the world, are big on the literacy thing, doing the reading programs, the reading boxes, and things like that. So it's just something we heard about and got into.
Great. Well, it's good to have the source there with the club. Patty, so you got the funding, you got the idea. Really, why don't you tell us a little bit about the purpose of these boxes?
Well, the purpose of the boxes is to bring the books out to the people. People visit local parks. We have our newly opened Fernandez Park, and so we just wanted to provide a good spot for them to be where the people are. So anybody can use them. They're filled with children's books, teen books, adult books, fiction, nonfiction, whatever we have available. And the idea is they visit their local park, they take a book that they want to read at home, and then when they're done with it, hopefully they return it to the box.
Great. So kind of a book sharing almost.
Exactly.
Great.
Yeah.
So I do know that we had some cooperation with Dave Matheny from our building department, who built the boxes just with some of our scrap wood at the department, which is a great way to reuse some of those materials.
Yeah.
So we've got the raw boxes that have been built locally, and then where did we go to get them decorated?
Well, I knew of a couple local artists who had helped us out with the DIA Inside Out program. And so I immediately contacted them, and they were willing to help us out. So,
great.
Yeah.
So and that's how we found Charlene and Emily.
Exactly, yeah.
Very cool. All right, ladies. So Charlene, I know you have a studio here in Romulus, and Emily, you're a local resident. So if you guys could each maybe take a moment and tell us about your boxes and your inspiration for their designs.
Well, my box was influenced heavily by several of my favorite artists. I'm a fan of Chagall and Van Gogh and a couple of children's illustrators like Maurice Sendak and Eric Carle.
Yeah.
And so I paint these whimsical, kind of magical, floating, childlike figures. And I knew right away after Patty had contacted me that I really wanted those to be a part of the read box. And so I put those into the read box because I wanted it to be adventurous and magical in its scope. And I wanted people to be drawn into it And I think the combination of art and literature together, I mean, that's always been really important to me.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for your contribution. Are there any certain pieces on the, or places on the read box that you wanted to kind of point people's attention to?
Well, there's this big eye on my read box, and it's contrasted by the universe. And my thinking, I put that into the read box because I feel that books open up your eyes and take us to new places rather, and tell us about other people's stories, new worlds, and that's what books have always done for me.
That's great. Thank you so much.
You're
And
welcome.
if people were interested in your other art or other resources you might be able to provide, how could they get a hold of you?
I have a website. It's www.thewildbeasts.com.
Great. Thank you so much. Emily, what about your box?
Well, my box was inspired by my time living in Hawaii. I lived there for 2 years, and it's such a beautiful place. I love painting palm trees and oceans, and to me the box painted that way is like a beach is universally something that most people love, and relaxing and exciting at the same time. And that's kind of how I wanted kids to feel when they saw my box. A place for excitement, to find new adventures, but also just something to do for relaxing. So, and I also thought my bright colors would be, eye-catching, like Patty was hoping for.
Yeah.
So.
Great.
Mhm.
And you have other art pieces for sale as
I
well?
do.
And how can people find your art?
Well, my art is also on a website. Mine is Emily's Art. My name is Emilie, a little different, art.blogspot.com.
Great. Great to have you ladies involved, and local artists, and great resources for the community. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
I was very excited to be involved, and I know
Yeah.
Emily was too.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, Patty. So we have them decorated, and they're installed, you said, at 2 of our local parks.
Yes.
But they're not available all year round, right?
Right. They are available at Mary Ann Banks Park and at Fernandez Park on the north side of town, and they will be available through the end of October. They'll be taken down for the winter, and then they'll come back out again next spring, probably April or May.
Okay,
Mhm.
great. So make sure to either get out there soon or remember next spring to go out and take a look and enjoy, and bring your family, bring your kids, and maybe make a family event out of reading in the park.
Yeah.
So.
And one other thing is that next spring we are hoping to build some new boxes and get them decorated and get them out at some other parks. So we're making those plans right now.
Cool. I'll be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody so much for being part of the project. It's something great for our community to be proud of. And again, with being proud of those special things around the community, just take pride if you're in the area to keep a watch on the boxes, make sure they're being taken care of and loved the way that books should be. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.